Hey, what's up, guys? I'm Mike,
I'm Tabby.
and we're the Grace Taproom Podcast.
We are a comedy podcast that discusses pop culture. We talk movies, TV shows, music, sci-fi, horror, just to name a few things.
Be sure to visit our link tree at linktr.ee/Grace Taproom Podcast 2. There you can find all of our listening platforms, our socials, and our merch store.
And if you can't get enough of our regular show, then go subscribe to our Patreon, patreon.com/Grace Taproom Pod. There you can choose one of our 4 monthly tiers, $1, $3, $5, and $10.
We hope you enjoy this episode. Yep, the one you're listening to right now.
Remember, don't text and drive, don't drink and drive, and always drink responsibly.
You heard her. Do it.
Taproom closed.
We are drunks versus the world. We may not be right, but we don't know what about. Versus the world. We don't fuck around. If we did, we found out we are drunks versus the world. We may not be right, but we don't know what about.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to episode 90 of Drunks vs. the World. I am your primary host, Justin.
Yeah,
I don't know about that.
A little touchy there.
A little touchy.
I'm Jason. I'm the number one host.
Okay.
Okay, I'm throwing that out there.
All right.
And I'm Lucas, and I'm the legit star of the show.
Okay.
You know, we might have to argue about that a bit.
Actually, I think the real star is our boy Lenny
Our
here.
boy Lenny.
Lenny is here this week.
Lenny the dog.
Yeah.
Lenny, say hi to everybody.
Whoa.
Or-
He's looking even.
Dog? Dog?
What? Where's
Dog.
Jared? Well, you guys heard him.
Mm-hmm.
So this is technically like episode 90 2.0. Last week we couldn't put out an episode. Something crazy happened with Audacity. So
The audacity of audacity.
Yeah.
really, that's like a dad joke that didn't land right.
I thought it was funny.
I mean,
Lucas is
yeah,
laughing. Look at him.
you thought it was funny, but you laugh when you take a pee.
I do.
Not because it tickles either, buddy.
No, the true episode 90 is lost to the ether.
It
It is
is.
gone.
It no longer exists. So we're just gonna use this one.
Yep. Works for me.
Justin, how was your week?
Well, it sucked,
It sucked. Okay.
but next week I got off, so
Your week. So is Sunday the beginning of the week or is it the end of the week?
it's supposed to be the beginning.
Sunday is.
Yep.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah, I technically
Sunday, Monday.
it is.
It feels like it's Monday.
I
but,
consider it the end of the week.
I do too.
but technically it's the beginning.
Okay, so it's the beginning. So the beginning of your week's actually going to be very good, apparently.
Mm-hmm.
What are we doing?
Going to the Minnesota Vikings, Tampa Bay Buccaneers home
Oh,
opener.
yeah, that's right. I forgot. Okay.
I'll be there in, I don't know how many hours. 12 hours.
15 hours.
Counting's hard.
It is hard. So, yeah, looking forward to that. Maybe do a little camping
Camping.
next. Yeah,
See what happens.
see what happens.
So that Vikings game is against Tampa Bay. Who's Tampa? Oh, you guys got to play against Baker Mayfield.
Yep.
Hey, if he's got a team, he could do
It's
it.
got Mike Evans. That's a weapon.
Yeah, Godwin.
Which
It's a weapon.
he's, who knows if he'll even be on the team at the end of the week, though, too.
Evans.
Mike Evans,
yeah.
there, he's looking to get traded because
He's
they don't
got
want to
a
pay him.
Contract dispute. I bet, maybe by the trade deadline he might get
Right.
traded.
But I mean, Baker, if he's
He's
got
a wild card.
yeah,
Yeah,
definitely
he
is.
a little bit.
But he does have a problem with accuracy.
Yeah.
I mean, he can get the ball downhill. He can get it downfield. Mm-hmm. But he also has a problem with interceptions.
Yeah. Some poor decision making at
Yeah,
times.
he's not I don't think his offensive awareness is up
It's
there.
not.
I think he's bad at like reading coverage when a receiver's running their route. And
I'll be honest with you, he's quality fucking first or second string. He's a quality second string.
Yeah.
But hey,
he doesn't want to be a backup.
no.
Yeah.
Pookie, how was your week?
it was all right. It was a short week because we had Monday off for Labor Day.
Yeah.
So it was nice that it was a short week, but it was a busy week, as it usually is now.
Been kind of kicking you in the ass lately, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Well, what do you do?
How about yours, champ?
I'll be honest with you, I really don't remember half of it. I mean, honestly, it's not because I drank the whole time. It's literally because I didn't do shit. I spent 12 hours on Tuesday trying to fix our actual episode 90. Mm-hmm. And then I spent about another 5 hours the next day. I'll take that back. I had a doctor's appointment with my neurologist and didn't really say much. He goes, well, you got your sleep study next month and we'll go after that. I was like, deal.
How does that work again, the sleep study?
So they'll do it one of two ways. They can either give me something to wear at home and it'll measure how I sleep. Or they'll have me stay in the hospital where they basically do the same fucking thing, but they attach a bunch of shit to my head.
Yeah.
And I sleep overnight and then they send me home.
And I kind of wish that I had done the
in-house
one. Yeah. Just because if you're having trouble sleeping, like they'll give you medication to help you sleep, to help you fall asleep.
Yeah.
When I did the home study, the little contraption that you had to wear on your finger was so distracting for me that I could not fall asleep.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I barely slept at all that night, so the results were just skewed.
I mean, I could tell them that, we told them that I have sleep apnea, and I do. It's the obstructed one, because since I'm a lard ass nowadays, when I can't sleep on my back very easily.
Yep, same with me.
So but I don't know which one. The thing is, what really kind of sucks is if they do the one that is, where I'm in-house, it's going to be probably 4 months before I get in there.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's also more expensive, which it depends,
Right.
Depends on your insurance, but...
My insurance ain't too bad. That last fucking thing that, when I was up there before, that was like $30,000 for the whole time I was up there, and they paid like 28 of it.
Nice. Okay, yeah.
So...
That just reminds me, when I was at the dentist, I grind my teeth when I sleep, and they tried to sell me this golf mouth guard for $900. Mouth guard when it's fitted and all that, but I was like, I wouldn't be able to sleep like that.
What we'll do is we'll get you a ball gag while you sleep. See how that works for you. And a hell of a lot cheaper than $900.
I don't grind my teeth anymore.
Nope. But he's got a perfect filling to,
Yeah, I really like this thing.
Does he also have to be wearing the leather gimp outfit while he's...
Well,
is that part of it?
Yes, it is. Because it's actually attached all in one piece. It's a one piece.
Yeah. There's no way...
That helps with the grinding of the teeth, too.
There's no way to separate the individual parts of that outfit.
Yeah. And you know what? We will buy it for you, buddy, because that's how much we care about you and making sure that you get a good night's sleep.
Yeah.
Keep that pretty smile you got.
Those pearly whites you got there.
Yep. Yeah, no, I one thing that I'm not looking forward to, but I am, football season.
Oh, yeah.
I love football season. I've been getting so fucking involved with it, and like, if my team loses, then I just want to fucking jump off.
Ruins your week.
Yeah. And my wife says that, at times if my team loses, she says that I get crabby. I'm like, I guess I never noticed it, but maybe I do.
Yeah.
So we are in week 1.
Yep.
We got we got 5 lineups set up for DraftKings. We'll see how that works out on Monday night.
No, the talk right now is Colorado, man, what Deion Sanders is doing over there.
Yes.
They won, I think, just 1 or 2 games last year. Deion comes in. Every player from that last season, I think, was replaced except 1 or 2.
Yeah.
Brings all his own guys. They got the number 2 recruit. He poached him from Alabama. Nobody thought they were going to do shit this year, and they look fucking good.
They're 2-0.
Yep.
I guess there was a big controversy about how after the game, Colorado literally, the fans rushed the field.
Oh, did they?
Yeah. And
Yeah,
they're like,
I don't know. Whatever. Who gives a shit?
it is what it
Put
is.
up
I
like
mean,
an electric kill zone around the field, so if any fan runs on, it's just
you know what? Just
instant zap.
Just have some snipers set up and then some nests
There
and
you go,
shit.
yeah.
And just be like, I dare you.
Look, we got to protect our boys out there.
Right.
Yeah.
It'd be like Squid Games out in that motherfucker.
Who doesn't like a good fan running out on the field during a
Who
game?
doesn't like a good slaughtering? Who doesn't?
I only like a fan running onto the field when they get fucking leveled.
I know. Yeah.
Oh,
by
yeah.
security or something.
And the
I
best
like
ones are
that.
the ones when it's like a lineman, like from the team, actually smokes the dude.
Yeah. I want to see one where somebody runs on the field during a play. I don't think I've ever seen that. It's always after the
That's
play
a
or
good point,
during
yeah.
a timeout or something. I want to see him interrupt a play.
So do you think that, when it happens that maybe, security's, we're on timeout too? You gotta do whatever the fuck you want,
That could be.
A lot of those security guards are like fat too, and they're trying to chase them. And they get,
Right. Yeah, those are the best ones.
can't catch them.
And then like when you see them run onto the field, like during that, like I said, I don't consider it a sport, but that game of soccer,
Oh, yeah.
and then the soccer players are like, oh my God, stay away. They're like, don't touch me, just go, ew, and then you got their security guards will fucking like level them.
Those soccer fans are crazy,
Yeah, they are.
intense.
Soccer hooligans. You ever watch that movie, Green Street Hooligans?
Heard of it?
Dude, that fucking movie is amazing. It's got that Charles Hoonan in it, and he's the leader of the main fucking character, main gang, and everything. And yeah, it's actually a really good fucking movie, dude. I loved it. It's got Elijah Woods in it too. He's a fucking journo. He was a journalist major in college. And he went to England to visit his sister, and because he actually got kicked out of school, and he ends up hanging out with his brother-in-law's brother, and he gets into this gang and everything. Then they find out that he was a journalism major, and they're like, "Listen, I got fucking booted out." And
Yeah.
it's actually a really, really good fucking movie. You guys have to check it out if you see it.
Off topic. Have you ever had to run from the cops before?
I will not answer that question.
Statute of limitations, man. You're good.
Depends.
You're good.
What kind of felony was? No, I have. Yes. Fucking A,
I don't
dude.
think I have.
I haven't.
Underage drinking, dude.
Yep.
Back in Williston, you got shit to do. Here comes the cops.
Shit, it's the cops.
Here comes the cops. Gots to go. See you when I see you.
Yep.
I watched, actually, it was kind of funny. I seen somebody get busted when she was running from the cops. She didn't know how the cops found her, where she was wearing those fucking light up shoes. Those kids were wearing that every time they'd make a step to light up. Yeah,
Those things are sick.
she fucking got, I don't know how they found me. Well,
Let's do some investigative work, shall we?
Man,
neither one of you guys have ever ran from the cops.
I don't think so.
No.
Maybe if it was probably when I was underage at a party when they busted it. And
Yeah.
yeah.
I was a good kid. Okay?
Yeah, you
I
were.
didn't go to parties. 'Cause
Yeah.
I wasn't invited to parties. Okay.
What were you doing then?
Playing D&D and
Oh,
I mean, basically, yeah. Like what normal kids were at, high school parties, drinking beer on Friday nights. Me and my friends were all over at one of our houses playing video games or D&D or something.
yep. Yep.
I did that once in a while too. I didn't always go to parties, and a lot of times, shit, we would, we'd go to a football game, and me and my buddies would get somebody to buy us each a bottle of like Hot 100 or, Blue 100, all these other 100s, and we'd have them in our coats, and we'd go to the game. But what we'd do is there was an alley right across the street, and we'd walk down about a quarter of a block down the alleyway, and we'd stash our fucking bottles in the alley there, and every once in a while we'd go there and take a little kick of Grandpa's nectar there,
Yep.
a little bit of Grandpa's tonic, and
Grandpa's old cough medicine.
get about half wrecked and walk right past security. walk right past teachers. You know, we'd go to the little thing and grab something to drink and some seeds and try to get the smell out of your mouth. But yeah, we would go and grab our, you know, timeout. All right, let's go take a shot. Smoke a cigarette, you know.
Those were the days.
Yeah.
Boys will be boys.
Happens. What do you do?
Yep.
One thing I did enjoy, so we talked about this earlier, during Thursday's football game, Chiefs lost, and they were like making, you know, everybody was like, oh, you know, it's the first game of the year, and he should win it. They're the defending our Super Bowl champions, and I mean, I don't know actually how many Super Bowl. Maybe that's something we should look up, is how many Super Bowl champions had won the next game. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's kind of 50-50 almost.
Right.
It seems like you would think that they would win most of the time.
And you would have thought, I mean, it was the Chiefs, but, you know, then you have them complaining because they didn't have fucking Kelsey on the field.
No, Chris Jones wasn't playing.
But, I mean...
Leave Kadarius Toney alone, everybody. Jesus.
Poor guy.
No kidding. That's...
Fucking
guy
People are assholes.
They really
man.
are.
Like,
dude, when you
fucking die.
none of them would say that to his face.
No.
But you get a little distance in between them.
Yep.
No, like I said, he's
real brave.
Apparently, he deleted his Twitter account.
Yeah. Well,
for that shit.
God, I can only imagine.
You know, I liked it because I'm a Raiders fan. So watching the Chiefs lose was pretty good for me.
Yeah, I was cheering for the Chiefs because the Lions in the division. But
yeah, and they you know, it was actually a really good game.
Yep.
You know, that interception for pick six, honestly, nobody's seen it coming. And in the way that the ball was tipped, what's his name just literally reached out and just pulled it in. Yep. And what was it, 25, 30 yards to the end zone?
Yep. Ran it back.
Yeah.
Yep.
It was a good game. You know, you got Mahomes was constantly running too, just like that Super Bowl against Brady in the Tampa Bay when they lost that game, that Super Bowl. He was
Collinsworth was all over his fucking
nuts like usual. Yeah.
Here's a guy. Look at like he'll just do like a 3-yard pass and look at that throw.
Here's a guy that go figure he's a fucking Viking.
What?
Wasn't he a Viking?
Collinsworth?
Yeah.
No. He was
Are you sure?
Positive.
All right.
Positive.
I'll give you that. But yeah, if he was, remember back in the day, there for the longest time, he was all over fucking Rodgers' dick, all over Brady's dick, and now in Mahomes.
Favre was the worst for me. Like,
everybody loved Favre.
And Collinsworth was egregious about it. It was just
he's got to go. I'm so sick of him
throwing picks and texting chicks. Good old fucking Favre.
Fucking idiot.
Yeah. What do you do?
They say if Snap.
And then stealing welfare benefits or whatever. I forget what the big scandal is.
He didn't know who he was stealing from.
No, of course not.
He thought it was somebody else.
It's okay to steal from the other people.
Yeah.
The thing is, though, they say that he was hands-on during that whole fucking situation, but I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt. Granted, it was his charity and his thing that fucking did it. But most of the time, the people that start these charities, these millionaires that start these charities and have all that money into it, they have nothing to do with it. They literally they might show up once in a while for a fucking meeting.
I think there was some stuff like communication-wise between Favre and these other people.
There's text messages
that make it look really, really bad for him.
Maybe. I mean, you know, and the thing is, he's not like there's so many. We talked about it earlier. Look at the bullshit with the fucking Oprah and the fucking Rock.
Oh, yeah.
In Maui.
Donate your money.
Yeah.
You donate yours.
We donated $5 million each. Oprah, you had that much in pocket change at the bottom of your purse.
Yeah.
You know,
there's conspiracies out there that Oprah started the fires.
Oh, that. I've heard some of it. They were like, "Oh, isn't it weird how
she's got a blue roof?"
Yeah, and so did with like Obama and all these, which none of it was true. Like it was just people making shit up.
Yeah.
Yeah,
There's plenty. Don't get me wrong. There's plenty of shit to get mad at Oprah about.
Right.
But like,
yeah, that's not true. There's no way.
There was one thing that they, me and Lucas had actually talked about before he got here is if each one of them just donated 10% of their net worth,
They could fix everything.
fuck, that's
and it'd
be 400
day.
No.
it'd be $400 million because The Rock's worth like 350 to 400 million. Oprah's worth 3.5 billion. So after it's all over done with, that's $400 million. That's a hell of a tax break when you fucking put that down for your taxes at the end of the year.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah. Would you do it? 10%?
if I had of my net worth,
If I had that kind of money,
I will
Right,
send
that's
them
right.
I will send them $15 right now because that's what
Here you go.
I got $150 in the
Enjoy
bank.
lunch. Lunch is on me, guys.
Yeah, ramens because
15 doesn't get you much.
no, but I mean, yes, if we actually said that if the 1% Americans, the millionaires and billionaires, were to just donate anywhere from 5 to 10%, the United States wouldn't have to send shit.
Yeah.
I mean, because what was it? They said they sent them like 96 million, and it was
Yeah,
and that's like a drop in the fucking bucket. You know, they didn't get to pay for shit.
One thing I want investigated is the NFL. You know, how many fines do they fine players a year? It's in the
Where does the money
almost
go?
the millions. They say it goes to charity, but I want to see the fucking paperwork.
if it does, I mean, even that is it's just a tax write-off
Yeah.
for them. That's why they do
Yep.
it.
Yep.
I would love to have the NFL investigated anyway.
Yeah, I would too.
I mean, just Goodell.
They're saying Gruden is trying to.
Oh, he's got them both under fucking. He's suing them. He was suing, I believe, Dan Snyder, Goodell, and the NFL.
Yeah. I heard that he wants to let out some secrets about Goodell and some of the shady shit the NFL's done.
Well, when you're sitting there, you're fucking getting fucking blowjobs by Jerry Jones and fucking Robert Kraft and get anything you want done in the NFL. Maybe there should be somebody to fucking be like, listen, because he gets how much is it he gets a year now?
46 million or something.
And then
40 million.
he's got access to 2 fucking private jets, and him and his family will have free health care for the rest of their lives. And that was from not this last fucking time, but the time before.
I got a little proposal for the NFL. I will do Roger Goodell's job, and I'll do it for $500,000 a year.
I'll do it for 300.
Son of a bitch.
Okay? I'll do it for 250.
250.
Do that job.
Yeah.
250,000, and you throw in a fucking brick and natty light every week. We put that up in my fucking, where I get to hang out at.
Yeah. Well, the owners love Goodell.
Well, yeah, of course they do. I mean, he doesn't have to deal with he really doesn't deal with GMs. He doesn't have to deal with head coaches. Him and the owners go hang out and talk about whatever they want. If they don't want that fucking owner anywhere near it, they won't have him.
Yeah.
That's one thing when I watched Ballers, they had the NFL GM and whatever else, and they were having these secret meetings, and it happens. You can't tell me that they don't fucking...
State NFL.
Yeah. Fuck it. Screw those guys.
Yeah. Yep.
We have a list.
It's a little weird. I just to follow up on that. It's a little weird that one of the kind of the important things for the NFL commissioner is that the owners like him. Like he has to appease 32 guys instead of what is it? 1,000 players,
right? Yeah.
However
it's
many
not about
there
the
are.
players; it's the owners.
Like it's just those 30. They're the important.
Yep.
Yeah. Yep.
That's it. I just hate how fucking corporate the NFL has become since Goodell's been in there. It's just...
Well, look at, they got... it's actually kind of surprising that Goodell hasn't... This is the thing. They can force a sale, which is bullshit. It's complete and utter bullshit. So it's kind of surprising that they haven't forced a sale of the Chargers from the Spanos.
Yeah.
They can hardly afford it.
Yeah.
And then... how do you fucking say? I heard whisperings that before the Raiders moved to Vegas, that they were going to try to force a fucking sale there too. How are you going to make me? How are you going to make Lenny? Calm down there, big guy. He's calming down. He's ready.
He doesn't like Spanos. No, he does not like Spanos.
There was a fucking lion just walked by. He was going to kill it. But I mean, how can you be like, you have to sell your team? We're going to vote to where you have to sell it. Fuck you. It's my money, my team. I'm going to do what I fucking, obviously there's guidelines that you have to go by.
It's got to be baked into the contracts somehow, because otherwise, if someone tried to do that, then the NFL could just be like, well, then your team's not in the NFL anymore.
Yeah.
I think that's I think that's why Dan Snyder got he sold. I don't think he wanted to. I think the shit with fucking Gruden.
Yeah.
He had some shit. And so fucking,
he had shit with everybody, Snyder.
Yeah.
Fucking.
But Jerry Jones and fucking Goodell and some of the higher up, one owner should not have more power than the other. Mm-hmm. But that's exactly, he's got his favorites, and that's is such a bunch of bullshit.
You know what we should do? We should pool our money and buy an NFL team.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's do that.
Which one? I got like $150.
What team should we buy?
I can go get a loan, I guess.
I would like, I don't know.
I would like to buy the Cowboys and then move them to something. Just move them to like Boise, Idaho.
Be a lot. You piss a lot of people off doing that. The Idaho Cowboys.
The Boise Cowboys.
Boise Russets. I don't know what.
Potatoes.
I don't know if they grow russet potatoes there. I don't know, whatever. Who?
You have to get approval by the owners and the NFL in order to buy a team. Why can't you just show up and say, listen, like Jeff Bezos when he was looking into the Commanders, if anybody could afford the fucking team, why shouldn't he just be able to be like, listen, I can cut you the check right now?
What if like someone like Kim Jong-un tried to buy it?
He can't even afford to feed his fucking country.
It's hypothetically though, if he was super rich and he wanted to buy an NFL team. Oh, okay.
He puts a missile silo right in the middle of the fucking Cowboy Stadium.
We're going to call my team the Rockets.
Wow, they kind of...
Intercontinental ballistic missiles.
Yeah. Wait, that thing only went like 50 yards and blew up.
Yeah, his missiles fucking suck.
Oh, yeah, I guess good old Russia's been in contact with him about buying fucking weapons from him, and I'm like, do that, please. Please buy a drone from them. It says Mattel on it, but whatever, buy it.
Mattel.
Fisher Price fucking
this could work.
AR-15s and shit.
Oh, God.
Okay, enough of that shit.
So, topic this week is the wild and unusual things people have put in their wills. Do you have a will, Jason?
No, I don't. Not anymore. I did have to have one when I was in the military. I had to write one. So, but no, I don't.
No. Well, this guy, that's what the hell is that guy's name again? Prince.
That's fucking Prince Harry.
Harry. I don't know why they have a picture of him, but this is a story. Family friends with a net worth in the 7 figures and 2 children left everything to their daughter while giving $1 to their estranged son for reasons known to him. This prevents potential legal disputes as the son cannot claim he was accidentally omitted from the will.
That's important you have to specify in the will if you are explicitly leaving someone out.
Yeah. I must have really hated that fucking kid.
Well, yeah. Can you imagine that? Can you imagine sitting there and be like, I got $9 million. I'm going to give this person a fucking $1. Don't forget to tax that shit. Wait, that's an inheritance tax, and it's less than 15 grand.
Yeah, so they'll be good.
You can keep that $1.
Yeah.
But your sister, she's got $9,999,998.
I wonder if the sister gave him any money.
Maybe.
Okay, you can have
maybe
$20,000.
I wouldn't.
I bet you, maybe.
I wouldn't, and he knows why. He knows why. We saw it in the.
We saw it. We know.
He touched me.
There's reasons.
He touched me. All right.
Do you guys ever own a Furby before?
No.
I did not.
I didn't either.
I think I was. That craze came like maybe 2 years after my age range. You know.
Yeah.
It was just behind me.
Yeah. Well, in life, it can be really hard knowing what possessions are worth keeping in the long run and which ones aren't. Every family has a piece of furniture, a property, gold necklace they didn't keep that would now be worth a lot of money. Well, this heirloom might not be a house, but this person had the right idea. It says, look, if this person didn't keep their entire Furby collection from the 90s and Furby was worth a lot of money today, then they would have been pretty frustrating. I fucked that up.
Now, it doesn't really matter because, I mean, so, honestly, if you put a value on a Furby, they say that, oh, that one Furby's worth, say, $5,000. That thing is only worth $5,000 to the person who's willing to buy it for $5,000. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, it's just kind of crazy how that shit works. But, whatever.
Yeah. Third one is mom and daughter feud. Everyone knows that when it comes to mothers and daughters, often things can get a little bit complicated. Sure, some of these relationships run smoothly without too many hiccups or anything along the way, but that isn't the case for the majority of people out there. My grandmas will clearly state that one daughter gets nothing, and she wishes that particular daughter not to be informed of her death until after the burial. The will emphasizes this intention so that she cannot contest it. The fact that this woman doesn't even want one of her daughters to know when she dies is intense. We understand leaving her anything, but not warning her about the death until a week later seems like a big deal.
Right.
But hey, each family has their own reasons and their own stuff to deal with.
Right. So, there was this lady that my mom used to work for back years ago when I was still in grade school. And my mom worked for her off and on for 20 years. And she became a really good, close friend of the family. We knew her mom, or we knew her very well. She was actually my mom, or my sister's godparents. And then the lady decided that after her husband died, she decided that she was going to go move to be closer to her daughter. Now, this woman and her husband were well off. They had a couple of homes. They had some properties and all this shit. And the weird thing is that, you know, I'm pretty sure that if this woman had if this lady we knew maybe have had a will, which I don't think she did, that I almost guarantee you that my mother would have gotten something, right? Well, my mom didn't even know that this woman had died, that her friend of hers had died until like 8 years ago. And it was just by chance because me and my mom and my wife, Kelly, were walking through this cemetery, and we were heading to go see my dad's headstone and go see him. And just by chance, we were walking right by where her husband was buried, and right next we find out that this woman was dead too. And we were like, like I said, we thought of her like, you know, family, but we knew her very well. Her husband was fantastic. And just kind of weird because her daughter knew my mom. Didn't say a fucking word, didn't do shit. So we're just kind of like, yeah, what do you do?
Well, this fucking chick says, my mother-in-law is an organ donor, and her will, she is to give anything to save others except her eyes. She wants to see where she's going even after passing.
What?
Okay. All right.
Jesus.
That makes perfect sense.
Well, I guess it depends. It might depend too on her religion and or ethnicity, you know.
Yeah.
There's Native Americans, you know, sometimes like they will leave tobacco so that they can give that to the person that leads them to the great hunting ground or whatever they call it.
Oh.
The thing with that though is that's crazy.
But
It's not gonna help. It's not gonna do anything.
how do you know?
I just know. Okay.
You been dead
You never know.
I think I have a couple times.
lately?
Couple times.
Like yesterday,
No, there was no tobacco or great hunting land.
You don't know, son of a bitch.
That you know of.
That
you're aware of.
Yeah. They just plugged you back into the
It
Matrix.
was just naked women everywhere.
and then they pulled you back in.
It's incredible.
You're getting ready to, finally score, and they just pulled you back, and you're like, no!
Oh, God. You gotta hear about fucking Danny Masterson? 70s show?
Yeah. 30 years.
30 years.
That's what happens when
30
you're
years
a
of life.
raper.
Yeah. I'm surprised that he was that bad. I didn't think he'd be.
Well, the funny thing is there was 3 of them, and he paid off one of them, and the other 2 were like, nope.
Going to jail.
I really don't think
go
that.
ahead.
I really don't think that they. I'm very surprised that they didn't make sure that it was less, like 15 years. Mm-hmm. That literally, you're gonna get 15 years, but if you fucking serve 7 of them, you're good to go. Nope, that fucker's gonna die in there.
Yeah.
Well,
It'll be.
Because it's minimum 30 years. It's 30. He got 30 years to life. So
Yeah.
it's
he
Yeah.
won't get out till like 2053.
and that's his earliest parole chance.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Yep. And he'll probably be in his 80s, 90s.
I liked the way that you put it though. That you couldn't believe that he was that bad. Like you could have believed a little light rape. Yes.
Right. Yeah.
A
serial rapist?
I did say surprise.
Yeah. 3 rapes.
Everybody makes mistakes here and there.
Oh, the first one, sorry.
Yeah.
I made a boo-boo here. Well, and of course the Church of Scientology tried everything to fucking cover it up because he was
fucked up.
Of course they were going to try to hook him up. He fucking gave him when you sign up, and especially if you're a celebrity, you sign over 30% of your fucking net worth when you die. Mm-hmm. So we got $100 million in the bank. You're giving $30 million of them right away.
Yeah.
I
kind of want to join Scientology just to see what happens.
give
Just to
old
see all the
L. Ron
shit
Hubbard.
they
Oh
try
yeah,
to-
he dead.
Yeah, he's dead.
You want to go hang out with your buddy Tom Cruise?
Yeah. Yeah. We can.
I don't even know where the fuck. Is there a local Scientology?
There's one in Minneapolis, I think.
Is there? Dude, go sign
Go
up.
there tomorrow.
You
Sign up.
should. Yeah.
Seriously.
By halftime, you'll be on the field as a member. They're honoring Scientologists for some reason. And you're already there.
There.
Seriously, dude, you should go.
I'll see where it is.
You guys
Maybe
got
drive by it.
pamphlets or something that we could look at?
Yeah. Yeah.
Where are the bitches?
They got that.
Where them bitches?
Where them
at?
bitches at? They got that machine, right? That fucking tests your brain waves or some shit. Or
I don't fucking
There's
know, dude.
something I think it's basically
the hell's it
kind of a
called?
lie on their part, and it's to get you to say things. It's part of their auditing process or whatever, where
Right.
they have you tell them your biggest secrets and shit, and then they basically hold that over your head should you ever try to leave.
Yep.
Yeah, and they tell it's fucking isn't it just a fucking lie detector test? Just a polygraph. So when
It might be something like that, but yeah, I don't know that it's actually legitimately scored or anything.
Yeah, well, polygraph tests
I
are
thought it
basically
was.
only they'll rate yes and no questions.
Yeah, and even then, it's
An e-meter.
the results are not guaranteed to be correct.
I'm telling you, dude, you need to sign up for Scientology. Maybe you could become the next fucking David Miscavige.
Maybe. Yeah.
I haven't seen his wife for fucking.
You should sign up, and then during your little auditing process, you should be like, "I'm the one that killed Shelley Miscavige. I did that for David.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Wait, what?
He asked me to."
Yep.
They'd probably just be like, "Okay, yep,
Yeah. Yeah.
And
Very good.
I was a raper with Danny Masterson. Ask Leah Ramini, she was there.
They'd be so
I was the
pissed.
second raper behind the grassy knoll."
That's technically considered DP, right?
Yeah.
Gross.
Yeah. Back to the wills.
Let's see.
This was a clause in some guy's will. To my wife, I leave her lover and the knowledge that I was never the fool she thought me. To my son, I leave the pleasure of working for a living. For 25 years, he thought the Pleasure was all mine.
What?
I think it's just basically saying
Fuck you guys are getting shit.
like my wife gets nothing, and then
My son doesn't get shit either.
Huh.
yeah.
My vindictive grandmother left my aunt $20 as a reminder of the $20 my aunt stole from her once. That's pretty good.
That's good shit.
That is good, but that's so
I like
fucked up.
that.
What do I get? What do I get? Remember that 20 you fucking stole, you little bitch? Well, here's another 20. Everybody else just inherited Folgers, you know?
Yeah. It's fucking... My great-grandmother left most of her money to a local donkey sanctuary.
That's all good. I like that.
Maybe it's to get the show going.
Yeah.
You know, gotta get them nice and healthy for the stage shows that they might be in.
Mm-hmm. If you didn't, if you had a shit ton of money and you had to leave it to an organization, which organization would you leave it to?
Do I have to leave it to one?
Yeah. Or...
I would have to. It's tough for me to say, but I really want to say probably very close to the top is Wounded Warrior Project.
Yeah.
For the
heard,
vets.
I don't know if this is true, but I've heard that charity is kind of, they've done some shady things in the past.
I guarantee
I don't
you
know
there's
if that's
probably
true or not.
fucking 50% of the charities are out there that are doing some
That's why you
shady
gotta.
shit.
It's hard to answer a question like that on the spot because I would never agree to give a bunch of money to a charity that I haven't thoroughly looked into.
Right. Yeah.
To make sure that they're not one of those skeevy. Oh, the CEO of the charity is making $1 million a year.
Mm-hmm.
That's
What if
insane.
what if the stripper's name is Charity?
That counts.
Okay, just want to know for in the future if that happens.
I take all my money and donate to the Northern. Some upgrades.
We need a new pole.
And I get like a statue or a plaque on the wall.
Just picture you and Lenny.
Yeah. Being a stripper.
Yeah. This one's for you, Justin. That is kind of fun. Welcome to the Justin
My kids
room.
through college.
Is this the
Justin.
champagne room? Nope, the Justin room.
Very exclusive.
Very, very exclusive. Would you at least buy, say, hey, these guys, we're leaving up money for these guys to get lap dances whenever we want?
Nice, maybe.
Maybe.
I suppose so.
Maybe.
I suppose so, yeah.
Thanks, buddy.
Free lappies. I don't know if the girls would.
I would.
do
I would
that,
just
but-
go. I would work from there.
It's not
Like,
really
I'd be
free
like,
because
I'm here lap dance.
Lappy.
Like, he paid for them, and
Yeah.
I'll just work.
I mean, it's not really free because all they do is kind of like put it in fucking escrow or whatever. So then we walk in, we're like, hey,
Yeah.
here we are.
Here we are.
All right, we're gonna hurry and run this card here really quick, and we'll see you guys when you're done. How much we got in there? Well, Justin was kind of a tight ass. It's only one a day or one a week for whatever.
Yeah. I always think it's so weird, when you're going to get a lap dance and you wait in line and you're standing right by the stripper with your debit card, waiting in line to get in.
It's like you're going through the
so
lunch
weird.
line. Yeah.
It's so weird. One lap dance, please.
All right, here we go, and I'll just have you sign this, please.
Like,
Receipt? Would you need a
No
receipt?
receipt. Yeah. Like,
Technically,
receipt.
hey, get the receipt because that could be considered maybe she's going to college. You're donating to a charity. I mean, I don't know if you're going to get away with that tax deduction, but
Give it a shot.
never hurts to try.
Never hurts to try. Yep.
So, just off the top of your head, though, I mean, if you were to donate a large amount of money,
It is a tough.
I honestly, because I don't really know many charities right now. Other
It doesn't
than the
have to be a
big,
charity.
like-
It could be fucking McDonald's or anything. Just not your kids.
you just said charity.
I said organization.
So, it could be like Ronald McDonald. Oh, that's a charity.
Yeah, you can, Natural Light.
That's
Or
not a
Anaheim.
charity.
I didn't say charity. I said organization.
I'd probably give it to the Catholic Church Legal Fund.
Dude, they'd piss that away in like fucking 6 months.
Yeah.
I was watching this thing about what happened when the dude decided to shoot the Pope, John Paul. And he was like, well, can't shoot Reagan, he's already been shot. I can't shoot who is another person, he's already been shot.
John Lennon.
And the guy was just like, fuck it, I'll shoot the Pope. Literally, I don't remember if he was Bulgarian or if he was Turkish, but, and he shows up in Rome and whatever, and he walks into this room, and he knocks on the door, and they get him in, let him in, they give him money, and they give him a gun, and they get him into wherever he needs to go, and then literally, if you watch, you could see the fucking video. People are taking pictures, they're trying to do this, and he just fucking, and he got him like twice. He lived and everything, but yeah.
When was that?
Back in 84, 83.
Of course he lived. He was the Pope. God wasn't
going to let his homie down, huh?
Made at least one believer that day.
But yeah.
God.
Anyway, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to.
No.
I digress.
Assassinations were a big deal back then.
Yeah, like you said, he shot.
You don't really hear about
Not since Japan last year, where the guy shot or assassinated their former prime minister or something?
I think so.
Like a
That's
homemade
right.
blunderbuss.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just crazy.
But in America, you don't really.
Yeah.
I was going to say something.
Lately, well, fucking security around like certain officials is tighter than a frog's ass, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even like, John Lennon and Martin Luther King and did Gerald Ford try to get
Martin Luther King, the FBI knew that was going to happen. They just didn't warn him because they were like, at the time,
they were getting he was getting death threats like all the time.
Yeah.
and at the time they viewed him as like a thorn in their side, so they were just
Which doesn't make sense because
Yeah.
you know what? Literally, he only had one speech that made his career. Apparently, the other one
was that?
I have a dream. Bang! Fucking a fucking head wound. Thanks a lot. Sorry. But he was in that one speech is all it really fucking needed. All he really needed. Apparently, he was a bit of a horn dog. He was cheating on his wife a lot.
Yeah, he wasn't the most
Loyal.
Christian of men. Well, I suppose he would have been Baptist, so maybe that's okay in
I don't think so. I mean, I get it. I get where you're going with it, but I don't think so. What
Yeah.
the hell? We got 5-0 on our way. 5-0.
Somebody got assassinated.
Yeah. Yeah. Dude, maybe it's You Better Run might be the owner of the Northern.
Oh, yeah.
I got to go.
Go.
All right, what else we got here?
Another will. My grandfather left my uncle 3 things from his valuable estate: $1 in unrolled pennies, a framed contract showing the owed $100,000, and a framed letter where he was disowned by my grandfather, which was accepted and signed by my grandfather.
Wow.
Huh.
Can you imagine getting disowned because, well, technically, I mean, depending on how rich this grandfather was, maybe everybody else already got $100,000, or that's all they were getting. You never know.
Yeah.
So you got $100,001 and a fucked up contract.
I mean, it really just depends on the deal that you had in place for that $100,000. Because what if he literally loaned you that money the day before,
He
and then
died?
he immediately changed his will, like that son of a bitch owes me $100,000, and then dies.
He has a heart attack because he's like, I can't believe I gave that fucker $100,000.
$100,000. Yeah.
You know what? I'd like to have a shot while we're in the middle of
How
this.
about that?
How about that?
It looks like Lenny wants one too.
Leonard would like another ice cube? Nope.
He's drunk. Lenny, go home. You're drunk.
Lenny, go home. Get an Uber.
Get an Uber, Lenny. Can
Got
dogs
one
get,
more here for you.
Can dogs get Ubers?
I don't think so.
I mean, why not?
My grandma left a penny and a nasty comment to almost every person in her will. All of her sons and daughters, even a few grandchildren, except for me. I got $1,000. Huh. How about that?
So, do you
How
know?
about that?
Do you either one of you guys know? Do your parents have wills or
Mine does, yeah.
yours? have?
I'm pretty sure that mine do, but even if they don't, they've made it very clear, and all of us have heard them talk about it, that everything is equal split.
Right. So, in my family, like when my grandmother on my dad's side passed away, everything went to her oldest, which in turn would be sharing the shit, you know? Just like when my other grandmother on my mom's side, same thing. When my dad died, same thing. I mean, my mom gave us money, you know, when if we needed money, she'd give it to us. Or, you know, here a few years ago, my mom came into a pretty decent chunk of money, and she gave each one of us 15 grand, and we considered that an inheritance because, you know, the money was for oil rights and shit like that. So mom got like a $400 and some $1,000 check. And she gave us each 15 grand because that was the limit of what you have to pay in taxes as a gift.
Yeah, you get like a yearly gift
of 15 grand.
Yep.
So, cheers, buddy.
The fuck was I gonna say? You should, when you're that old, 80, 90, you shouldn't have any money in your account. You should use it all. Don't fucking...
But there's some that just have too much to where... I mean, what are they going to do? Buy a small country?
No.
You know?
Then these nursing homes fucking eat up all that money, too.
Yep.
Oh, they do, and and some of the shit is just fucking... I mean, they charge you more, like... My great-grandmother, bless her heart, loved her to death. She was great. And she was sent to a old folks home, or retirement home, whatever you want to call it, back home. And she, you know, you pay for them to take care of them like if they were, you know, living at home. And, you know, she was supposed to get, my grandmother, great-grandmother would get her hair done. She'd get a perm every 2 weeks.
Wow.
And she would have her hair dyed every month. This woman, she was, I believe, 89 when she passed away. And before she passed away, I remember she had black curly hair. When she passed away, actually, I went to go see her before she passed away. I didn't even recognize her. I didn't even know who she was. Her hair was straight, kind of ratty looking, and it was gray, almost white. And I didn't recognize her one bit because of that. They don't fucking care. I mean, I'm sure there's some that do, but there's some that are just like, you know what? You're paying us, say, $5,000 a month to take care of her. That's not enough. Fuck you.
Yep.
Half your shit, like half the fucking military, half the medical equipment, donated. Half the fucking, you know, the buildings, whatever. Yeah, I get it. You got to employ people, but all she wanted was like a fucking perm and a fucking hair dye job. Nope. Fuck you. We're not going to give it to her. I wanted to kick their ass because I love that woman. That was she. I spent a lot of time with her when I was young.
You know what you should do in her honor?
Kill him.
Get a perm.
Ooh. Huh?
Think of how sick that would look.
It would.
You could
Look
do it.
fucking
Pull it off.
sick.
Get the Jerry curl going.
Well.
What do you think, guys?
I think you should do it.
You know, I'll look into this. I'll let you guys know after I talk to the wife.
Yeah.
She doesn't even like what I'm.
Run that by her.
She doesn't even like what I'm doing with my hair now. So she.
Honey, I'm getting a perm.
Now fuck you are.
For that, she'd probably be like, hey, yeah, you are. Go do it.
Me and my brother
Let's
talked.
go right now.
We talked my nephew into getting a perm once.
Really?
Oh yeah, he had
Yeah,
it for
I
like.
think you've mentioned that.
He was walking
I
around.
thought about it when I was there was kind of a trend going around with people doing it.
There was.
This fucking kid walked around. He had a pick in his pocket, and he was constantly picking his hair and whatever. And about a month later, he ended up. His mom made him fucking go get a haircut and get it taken out. And I was like, "What the fuck? Come on,
She was
dog."
probably jealous of it.
Maybe.
My sister loves her hair straight. You've seen her.
Yeah.
She's got straight. My sister's got beautiful hair, but it was kind of funny how that worked out. Poor nephew.
We've talked about it before. I hate when women cut their hair super short.
See,
It just
some of
looks
them are
better long.
It depends on the woman. I mean,
Well,
there are women that
some
can really
can pull it
rock
off,
can really rock a short cut.
Yeah,
but
pixie
they
cut.
would look
too.
better with longer hair.
I don't
Telling
know
ya.
about that.
Kanye West's wife looks pretty good with short hair.
Halle Berry looks good in short hair,
See?
but
See?
better longer.
What about Winona Ryder?
Better longer.
I liked her with that pixie cut back
Yeah.
in the day.
What about Hillary Clinton?
That's a dude. Who cares?
She would look better with the hair,
Underwater.
with the haircut of cousin It from Adam's Family.
She would look better underwater.
Yeah.
Let's put it.
Yeah.
Her kids are fucking ugly.
Dude, did I tell you about that meme I seen? The picture of Chelsea Clinton, like a picture that
Yeah.
and it says, your daughter's so, what is it? How did it go? Something like your daughter's so ugly, looks like her face does. Every time she gives a blowjob, it counts as anal.
That's a good joke.
Yeah, Chelsea Clinton's so ugly, a blowjob counts as anal. That's what it was.
That's a good one.
Oh, that was good. Yeah, that was great. I think we got time for one, maybe two more here.
One more. Just says, my great aunt passed away, left me a giant silk moth because she knows I love bugs. It's now a cool addition to my knick-knack collection. My cousin got a Furby. What the fuck?
Well, one thing that I hate is, and I'm not gonna lie, I was horrible for this, is when people die, you got the family and friends that you hardly ever know come around and they're like, well, we want this, I want that. They'll go into the house and be like, can I have this, can I have that? Mm-hmm. And I remember when my dad's mom, my grandma Bartlett, passed away, we had people show up because me, my brother, and my uncle called me and my brother in like a month. We showed up down there twice to help clean the place out, and she lived in this fucking apartment for like 15, 20 years. We're like, holy fuck, Grandma. Mm-hmm. How do you have so much shit in this one? Mm-hmm. And it was a tiny 2-bedroom apartment, too. We're not talking like I bet you it was the size of mine. Mm-hmm. Okay? And we hadn't seen this one person for like fucking 12 years. Hey, can I have that couch? Okay, you can have the couch. You're going to take the fucking chair? I don't want the fucking chair. All right, son of a
Probably
bitch.
wasn't even a cousin. It was just some guy who saw funerals going on, and he was like, I'm gonna act like they're their third cousin.
And I mean, and a lot of times when things like that, like certain shit gets said after a family member passes away, whether it be like a grandmother or your mother or dad or your brother or sister, something like you don't think correctly because you will sometimes, and I'm guilty of it. I'll tell you guys off air, but I said something when we found out my dad passed away, and I fucking beat myself up for it every time.
Yeah.
So people will say stupid shit, but then there's some that actually believe it, they like, well, what's the problem? Mm-hmm. We had people show up at my other grandma's and were like, oh, can I have this, and this? Go ahead. And after my last grandma passed away, and my mom asked me and my brother and sister and my cousin, one of my other cousins, do you guys want anything? We're like, no. Well, why not? I was like, because I have memories. Other cousins don't. Mm-hmm. I spent a lot of time with that grandmother, and I spent a lot of time around her when I was growing up and shit. So do I want this cookie jar? No, I don't want that cookie jar. My brother took it, but there's a reason behind that too. But I don't need any of this stuff because I have memories of her. Mm-hmm. And a lot of people don't think about that type of shit. Oh, I want this. I want that fucking, she had a 70-inch TV. I want that. Mm-hmm. Go ahead, take it. If that's going to make you feel better about what's happened, go right ahead. Mm-hmm. One more. Then we'll call her an evening.
Last week, my parents left millions in artwork to others, cash to charities, and their kids only received the family cats. Kids got the cats to comfort parents, but parents disliked the cats and couldn't get rid of them due to their kids' attachment.
Oh, wow.
I should donate my inheritance to Lenny.
You don't have
You should. That's been done before.
Yeah.
There was a lady that donated, or she gave all of her assets, which was literally like $10 million or something, to her cat.
Yeah.
I heard about somebody did that same, but this person was worth like $100 million, gave it all to their dog. Right?
How does that work?
Well, so the dog got to like everything. This dog had no. I don't remember if if the person who died had family, but this person willed everything to the dog, and we're talking bank account, we're talking house, we're talking fucking places in Italy and this and that, and what they ended up doing is when the dog would pass away, they would go get another dog and this dog, I mean, this dog had like a fucking 12 fucking bedroom, 13 bathroom fucking mansion here. And I can't remember. I watched, it was a show on Netflix I watched about it, and it was kind of like, are you shitting me?
Yeah, it's kind of dumb.
Yeah, kind of.
What are you going to do?
Well, anyway, gentlemen, why don't we go ahead and sign off on this one? We are Drunks versus the World, but we're on
Patreon.
We are on Spotify, Good Pods,
Nickelodeon.
Did you know Nickelodeon was the term for a movie theater back in the early days that only cost 5 cents?
Yes, I think I did know.
I did not know that.
That was Nickelodeon.
That was a question at trivia
Oh,
this
was it?
week, and
Did you get it right?
we got it. Yeah.
We're on Spotify, Apple, Samsung. We're on pretty much all of them.
But not Nickelodeon.
Not Nickelodeon.
Nickelodeon.
No,
Definitely not.
they
Not kid friendly.
apparently they said something about 100 feet or 100 feet away again.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, they keep telling me, and I don't know what it means, but they keep saying you're friendly to kids, but you're not kid friendly.
yeah,
And
What's the
I'm like, what's the difference?
right.
I don't get it.
I don't understand.
My last court case got thrown out. There was no proof. I get it. No, I understand.
Oh.
All right. Well, while we go ahead and wrap it up, Justin, do you have anything that you'd like our listener to hear?
Skull Vikings.
Skull Vikings. And Lucas, why don't you go ahead and take us out?
Skull weed.